Hey folks, welcome back to AAA Farms. James here. So today we're going to continue with the heat gun use. I got my Grizzly 700 right here. You can tell the dogs decided to modify the seat, which is something I'm going to have to replace in the future. But the other part would be these wires. So for those that don't know, that's the 4-wheel drive switch and the diff lock switch. So I'm going to use the heat gun, basically repair all these wires and see if this get all that back working. And then I'm also in the near future going to have to replace both rear axles, mainly really only one. I broke one CV boot tore, and that Y joint failed, or U joint failed. But the one on the right doesn't look too good either. The rear right, the rear left's one that broke. But today it's all about repairing these cables, so at least we can get some use out of this thing. Right now it will get stuck on flat dry ground with one tire. So anyway, let's see if we can get these wires fixed up. Alright, so I went ahead, I got all the wires stripped. I clipped off all the there's a little bit of corrosion on each end. I got the lower and upper ready. And then I already got my heat shrink tube slid on right there. So next step is to start soldering these back together with the heat gun and get them all shrunk down. There's 6 of them total, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, no, 8 total. Wow, 8 total that we got to do. And then once I have all those shrunk down, I'm going to slide the sleeve over it and then shrink the sleeve over the existing plastic here and here, and then all the connections, basically just to seal it up, make it look a little bit cleaner. This is all 16 gauge wire, and 16 gauge is the blue. There's a black wire that I'm going to do last, because that's probably the battery power. So I'm going to start working on these slowly and surely. What I'm going to do, since it's vertical, I'm going to hit this bottom one first, just so when that solder melts, hopefully, you know, it won't drip all out. Like that one's good. Now we'll move to the next one. Okay. That's probably going to be one of the harder ones we had to do.
Probably got too hot there, but I do. Where next? blue, green one. Yep. And a light blue, white, and basic. Last one, black, which I'm assuming is the power. So that worked well. Let's see if everything works.
Okay, it's been a long time since the foiler ran, but so I had to get things freed up a little bit. Alright, so four-wheel drive, diff lock off, four-wheel drive off. Everything's working. So now I'm going to move this heat shrink sleeve over all this. It's kind of covered because I don't want all that hanging out. Plus it's stuff you can get caught on. It'll make it look a little bit nicer.
Okay. I'm going to wrap that up like that. Pull this down. See how this goes. A lot of stuff in there. Slowly but surely. Trying to make sure cover all of it. Okay, right where I want it. Tuck this stuff in a little bit. Alright, let's shrink this. Uh-oh. Hey, well, we almost made it. So, didn't know if it was the battery or the gun. That's nothing. Here's my other 5 amp. nothing. So seems like our gun failed. So I will be returning it to Harbor Freight tomorrow to get a new one. So it's 40 bucks, cheap tool. Kind of expect to have a couple bad apples here and there. It's not, you want the high reliability, you know, just it does come with money. Not really a disappointment, but still a slight disappointment. It would have been nice if we could at least finish this. So I got this situated. I'll get a new heat gun tomorrow, and we'll finish this up, and we'll see how long that one lasts. And if that one fails, and maybe it's just poor design, which, you know, it's a cheap model, so we'll have to see. So we almost made it. Like I said, kind of a letdown. What I will do though, not going to end the video here. Tomorrow I'll pick the video up. I'll go pick up a new gun. Hopefully it's not raining, which, like I said, a slight chance of rain. So I'll talk to you guys tomorrow when I have a new gun. Okay, it is not next day. Once I turned the camera off, I was like, yeah, what the heck? Let's throw the battery back in there and see what happens. And sure enough, we're back working. So I don't know. It was sitting out in the, you know, we used it quite a bit, and then it was sitting out in direct sunlight while I was trying to work on the floor to get everything actuating. Maybe it was just like a heat strip protection mode or something, and it finally cooled off just enough. I don't have the answer, but we're 100% back working. We blowing hot. So let's finish this up. Okay, let's shrink this up. Hey folks, that's it for this one. Don't know, still working, don't fully understand why it stopped. I changed batteries. One battery came from inside, which was in the air conditioner. The other one was sitting out in the sun with the gun. So tried different batteries, it didn't work. And the only thing that did work is it sat in the shade for a minute while I was messing with it. So maybe there's some internal switches there or something that tripped for temp, and it just cooled off enough to turn back on. Don't fully know, but it's currently working right now, and we're gonna go with that. Still got a bunch of use in the future. My wife keeps interrupting me. Anyway, my boat has a bunch of wires in it that need to be redone, and so far these are working pretty good. These came off Amazon. It's just got solder in it with the heat shrink sleeve, so that it's marine proof, and it solders the wire together, which makes a good connection. So we're going to continue to use these. And then the heat shrink tubing came from Harbor Freight. It shrunk up on that. This cable's good, and makes it looks a lot cleaner. and it's less stuff to get hung up on things. So definitely looks a lot better. Good $40 buy. So if you're on the fence about getting one, I would say get one if you already have the battery. And like I said, it messed up for a bit there. Don't know exactly what happened, but we'll see how it does in the future. Anyway, thank you guys for joining me on the farm today. Hope you have a good one.